He was like 2, 3 years old when I got married. He remembers it. And that's when I knew. What's up, beautiful people? If you are new here, my name is Sherelle, and you've come to the right place. You are probably looking for more motherhood conversations, more mom friends. Just to let you know, I am accepting mom friend applications in the comment section below. So definitely shoot your shot, because I got like 2 good friends. And to be honest, my mom used to always tell me that you just need 2 good ones. 2 good ones, you could get anything done with 2 good ones. I don't know where she got that from, but hey, I kind of live by that. Anyways, so I'm just going to jump right into today's conversation. I want to know who gave me authorization to take care of these kids, to be like the only adult in the room. I am a stay-at-home mom of 3, in a co-parenting situation, in a blended family situation, and I have had 2 babies during the pandemic, so I have 2 babies 2 and under. It's kind of crazy. I know I carried these babies. I was excited about having these kids. I'm excited that my children are here with me, but at the same time, I think I'm just gonna say it. And before I say it, I just want to let you know that this is a safe space, and so no judgment. This is a no judgment zone, okay? No judgment zone. I'm the only adult in the room. And what I mean by that is, like, these children are solely looking up to me and my husband, of course. They're getting their day-to-day like information and how they process life and how they may view things through the lens of me, like through the lens of, their mother. And like, that's really big as a stay-at-home mom. And no slight to working mothers. I used to be a working mother. No slight to single mothers. I used to also be a single mother. So I've kind of been there, But what I'm not is a veteran mother. I'm only 9 years in the game, and I know this is like a life-learned journey. Did I say that? I did say that. A lifelong journey. I'm here for it all, right? I want to know. I have questions. I look up and I'm like, wow. These little ones are counting on me. They're counting on how I interact, how I face things, how I handle things. And that is a heavy burden to bear. I actually don't think that people prepare for, and not that it's, yet another thing to scare non-mothers away from having kids. But, it's just something to really be mindful of as you're going through this journey of motherhood, of parenting, honestly, because I know that there's a part and a role that my husband also plays in raising these children as well, and how he conducts himself and how he views life. It's actually like mind-boggling to me that this is what I have to do day in and day out. And I'm not saying it's a bad thing at all, but some years ago I actually came across a book. I think it's called Becoming Mom Strong. I had listened to it on Audible because, kids, I didn't at the time have time carved out to really sit down and read a book. And so the author talked about how the way that her mother viewed herself shaped the way that she viewed herself and her confidence in herself as an adult. And, that made me realize, like, wow, I actually got a lot of my confidence from my mom. I got the way that I view things in like relationships, life perspectives, letdowns, breakups, marriage through my mom. As I'm sitting back now, I'm like, wow. So my lack of confidence will affect my daughter's confidence one day. So those are areas in which I need to build up. I think that is amazingly scary. I think that is something to be mindful of. And I'm thankful to have recognized that is one of my jobs as a mom. For example, when I was a single mom, I had to make the decision to be home with my son and actually love on him and actually do activities with him. I was 21 when I had him, and around that time I had just started getting into clubbing, partying, hanging out. That's where I was in life. This is a no judgment zone, right? To anyone who does that or who has done that or who still does that, and don't continue to stop. As a parent, that's just your choice in life. That's fine. I'm just talking about my choices and my journey. After having my son, I was like, maybe I may go to a club every now and again. I may hang out every now and again. But I really said to myself, like, if I can't take my son there, aside from work, I did work for myself. Actually, I worked in the salon, and then I ended up working for myself. I was like, aside from work, if I can't take my child there, then I probably shouldn't go, or I probably shouldn't be doing it, because I didn't want to become that mom who went to drop off my child every chance I got. I didn't want to be that type of parent. If you have all hands on deck, if you have a community, if you have a family structure where, you can do that, that's beautiful. I actually applaud you, and I applaud your family for being like that. I'm not saying that my family's not like that, because they definitely step up in so many different ways with me being in a co-parenting situation. So they step up a lot, and they come through. And so I really appreciate them for that. But I try not to take advantage of that, because I know they will. That doesn't mean that, they should all the time. But I'll tell you this. So about a few weeks ago, my husband and I celebrated our 5-year anniversary. And my oldest son says to me, "Oh yeah, like I remember when we got married." And I'm like, wow. He was like 2-3 years old when I got married. He remembers it. And that's when I knew what I did during those times, he actually remembered. That may shape the trajectory, Lord. That may have shaped his viewpoint of my husband, his viewpoint of young women, his viewpoint of me. But I was very cautious during that time, what I did around him, who I brought around him, what I said around him, because I had to be. I could have just been, well, I'm lonely, so let me just date around. Or I want to do X, Y, and Z, so let me just go get into that. I want to go hang out because I'm young and this is what all my friends are doing, so let me go do that. But I said, no, I'm going to sit at home on Friday night, and if it's, us three, Lord, then it'll just be us three. If it's just me, my son, and the Holy Spirit, then that'll just be us. And I was okay with that. I was totally okay with that, to the point where the time that I did not have my son, that's when I would do things like go out and eat alone. I would try to figure out who I was as this single mom of one. And it's funny because I didn't think that my son was watching. I didn't think that he even had a clue. He may not have a full understanding of what went on during that time, but he's seen my actions. He had seen what I did and what I was doing and our time spent together. And I'm like, whew. I say all of this to say, if you are a young mom who is trying to figure out your path in life, it's always your choice to make. Everything is your choice to make. And we are all learning, I'm still learning. Each child is different, but the one thing's for certain is that they look up to you, they watch you, they learn from you. They are new here. Out of all that I've said, what is your take on shaping your child's perspective? What is your viewpoint on that? I would like to know, what are some ways that you have tailored the advice that you've gotten from others and have applied or didn't apply? Let me know in the comment section.